back to another Random Sam Epic Mom book review. You know me and my books. I love my books. Alright, so here's the deal, guys. I've done this author in the past, but again, good authors are always worth revisiting. The author is Terry Spears, and in this one, this is her White Bear series, book 1. Nice cover art. I like it. And the book is Loving the White Bear. Now, this is about polar bear shifters. I love shifter books. I just think they're cool. Alright, so, in this book, Rob McMatheson is a tour guide. Him, his twin brother, and their friend run this little tour company where they do tours in Alaska. And, you know, kind of a wilderness tour. It's like it goes on for a couple weeks, depending on which tour you book. And Rob in himself, he has psychic abilities. He sees the future. He gets visions and such. And, you know, he's tried to tell people in the past, you know, what he's seen, and nobody ever believed him. So he kind of shut up about it and not really told anyone. You can't really see what happens to family members so much, or rarely. And it's very, you know, frustrating for him because, you know, a lot of people just, they don't believe him. He gave up trying to tell them when he was a teenager. But, again, him already being a polar bear shifter kind of made it like, okay, well, you know, you guys believe in this, why can't you believe in that? So again, it's kind of frustrating for him, but he's a great guy. He's very kind of serious. And he meets Alicia. Now, Alicia is kind of a freelance photojournalist. And, you know, she does a lot of stuff like trip location. She works for, you know, travel magazines and such like that. So, and again, somebody who does, you know, photography as a career, especially, you know, photojournalism, man, you got to be dedicated and talented for that, which I'm not. So I respect anybody who is. But she happens to have psychic abilities also. She can touch things and see past events with them. So she's, what is the term? So he's clairvoyant and she is, sorry guys, I'm having a brain head up. Alright, so she sees past events. I can't remember the name right now. I'd have to look it up. But, so she has, you know, psychic abilities. And she has had a recent vision of being attacked by a polar bear. About dying because of a polar bear. Now, this is really weird to her because, you know, she's never seen the future. She's only ever seen past events. And he can see the future, but, you know, it's never been, you know, very clear. So they're kind of sharing the same vision, except in the vision he's saving her in his polar bear self. And she's not aware of that. She doesn't know that they're shifters. So he lives in this little town, White Bear Town in Alaska. And it has not just polar bear shifters, but regular bear shifters like Kodiak bears and such. It also has wolf shifters, you know, snow leopards, you know, a bunch of shifters who are perfectly set up for living in Alaska. Cold weather shifters, I guess. And it is very much, you know, you can't really tell people what you are, but at the same time, you know, you still gotta live your life. So, Alicia, you know, again, having this psychic vision, she's kind of nervous because she knows she's going to die. Or she knows she's going to die on this, according to the vision. And a lot of things happen that she's kind of like trying to explain, but can't, because nobody believes her about her abilities. Nobody believes Rob's about his abilities. He can't tell her that he's the polar bear that she sees in the vision. So when it finally happens, that the vision comes to pass, she ends up, besides misinterpreting it, getting saved by Rob and but in order to save her, he had to pull her out. And when he bit her, he transferred the ability to be a shifter into her. So not only did he save her, but now he has to teach her how to be a shifter. Because those were his two options. He could either let her die or save her. And he's already started developing feelings for her, so it was just, he could not do something. And it's kind of amazing them getting this relationship going. She's kind of got a almost stalkerish ex who just won't let things go. Who, again, he's kind of controlling and she doesn't want to deal with that. So to get from one relationship into this new relationship, she's kind of, oh my God, I can't believe it. I'm jumping from things. And it's just kind of neat because, again, I want to believe that the paranormal is possible. If I ever come across aliens, vampires, werewolves, just shifters in general, fairies, elves, if it happens, I'm going to be like, cool. Why did I not know about this sooner? I'll probably have about a good 15-minute freak out first, but I hope that it is possible in this world, or that at least there's an alternate reality where this is real, because it seems like such a cool thing. And I loved this one because I've read other books where there's psychic abilities. I've read them about shifters, and I love the idea of two people who they've kind of had to guard their secrets their whole life. Not everybody believes, and those who do believe, it's, you still got to be kind of leery about telling people. And to have two people who each have their own abilities learn about each other, it's just great. It's, that gives them an extra connection to understanding each other. And I think that's the hardest thing that we forget in today's society, just in life in general, is that it's not always easy to make those connections. That, you could have somebody who does all the same things that you do, into the same sports, into the same activities, into the same movies and such, and end up still not being able to make that connection. And then you have other people who, they might have one or two things in common, but are completely different otherwise, but they just seem to click. And that's what I kind of like here, because not only do they have the psychic thing in common and the love of outdoors in common and such that made them click, but they are such two different personalities. She's kind of gone with life of trying to stay upbeat and help people when she can with her ability. But, have a very positive attitude. And for him, he's been pretty much, he keeps trying and trying in the past, and nobody ever believes him, and he hasn't been able to save lives. It's always been kind of, depressing things that happen. So it's very tough on him to stay positive when he just keeps seeing stuff happen that he's not able to change. He's not able to stop it from happening. And to me, that is, life has a tendency to throw you curveballs, and it's how you handle them that helps determine your personality. So I like that Rob's going to get, some happiness in it. He's going to see that, just because I'm seeing something, maybe I'm not seeing the whole of it. Maybe I'm, there's more that can go into it. And just having somebody, believe him and support him is a really big thing. For her, having that steady, solid person that she's just met but has that instant attraction to is really neat. So again, I liked this book a lot. I really would recommend it. I like Terry Spears books. I've got a ton of hers. Any author that I'm going to bring up, guys, most likely I'm going to recommend their books. But with Terry Spears, she's got other series, just basically Wolf Shifter series, to Jaguar shifters, to Cougar shifters, and now this Polar Bear shifters. And she does have a few books that cross over into the different shifter series. But for the most part, and she does have other books where they have the psychic, thing going in. But I like the fact that, with each one of these different groups, they've got their own kind of, what's the nice way to put it? Kind of societal rules for each group, and mixing together, like with wolf shifters, they mate for life. With jaguar shifters, they're all about family and justice. Cougar ones are about family, and a lot of the shifters are always about family. And I really think it's neat because, like with the bear shifters, they not mate for life, but they do have that great connection, and some of them do end up mating for life. And it's just really neat, these people, having communities of people who are trying to be together, clans or sloths or, packs, whatever it happens to be, about how these people who are different have had to band together to really have a good community. And with Loving the White Bear, ones that came after it, this is just really good stories. They're just enjoyable to reread. And I just love romance novels because, again, guys, you get those connections. And I understand that a lot. For me, I love romance novels because I can put me and my husband in the main character's positions. And it's like I'm getting to have that first date, that first meet all over again. But at the same time, it's just nice knowing, other different type of possibility out there, how things change, and, I don't know, I guess I'm rambling, guys, but I gotta say, reading an author like this, who focuses mainly on the shifters thing, is really neat. And I love, for me, it's a little bit more believable that this might actually happen out there in society, because I can see an entire group of people having to hide what they are and having to, figure out how to make that work and how those communities form because of it. And it would explain why there are so many stories about shifters in society. And I love the possibility, guys. I really like the idea that there are people out there who have the magical ability to shift into an animal. That just seems really cool to me. Just like, anybody who happens to have a psychic power that they actually can control, or at least, find a way to work to their advantage. I love the idea of that because I think we are capable of a lot, and I think just so many possibilities are out there that I hope that it's not just all of these crazy humans, wild imaginations. I hope there's, again, either a alternate reality where this happens, or at least, the possibility in some far off time in the future or in the past that it was. So guys, if you get a chance, please give Terry Spears a read. Her Loving the White Bear was a great book, guys. I really, really loved it. I love a lot of books, but again, this was a really good one. I hope you guys give it a chance. And I will talk to you guys again soon. And if you guys have any recommendations for different authors or specific stories, please let me know in the comments, because I'm always looking for new authors to try. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed that. Please check out our other videos already on YouTube. And give us a like and subscribe. And if you hit that bell for notifications, you'll know when we put something new out. So try to make every day matter by finding the fun. You guys have a great one. Bye.